From these results, we cannot conclude what the causal mechanisms are that drive tick distribution. To interpret this outcome, it remains important to bear in mind on which scale host-tick interactions take place. To illustrate how tick distribution changes over scales, besides the scales covered in the manipulative and correlative study, we zoomed out to an even larger scale, in which we showed tick abundance over the whole sampled area. Using ordinary Kriging analysis in ArcGIS, a gradient in tick abundance appears. When analyzing this gradient more thoroughly, by looking at the semi-variogram, a significant spatial autocorrelation seems not apparent. A more an eye test confirmed this. Even though this larger gradient was not significantly proven, it highlighted another important scale-dependent mechanism. When changing scales, life stage of ticks becomes important. Female adult ticks are of major importance for tick distribution, since they reproduce and therefore determine the spatial distribution of larvae. Adult ticks host on species which have a large distribution potential. This implies that tick distribution is a consequence of host dispersal, rather than actively searching for suitable host habitats. Larvae and nymphs are bounded to small spatial scales. Their distribution is therefore highly dependent on where adult females lay their eggs. When taking this ecological consideration into account, the assumed causal mechanisms in this research, that is, ticks having a preference for habitats suitable for small mammals, are not sufficient in explaining tick densities. Of course, other aspects play a role as well. An important one is the sampling of ticks with the dragging method. Although it's the only convenient method, dragging the cloth over vegetation can hamper the collection of ticks, which results in additional variation. Through this research, the complex host-tick interactions became visible, and the spatial scales on which ticks make choices regarding their hosts, habitats, and ultimately their survival are a good starting point for future research in explaining the causal mechanisms underpinning tick distribution. This could therefore be a major step forward in assessing risks for Lyme and other tick-borne diseases.